Hello and welcome again, all you awesome viewers. This is SweetBattlescars, and wait, what is this pile of soft, cuddly furriness, you ask? Oh well, there's a perfectly good explanation for that. This is the official Battlescars Monster Hunter plushie collection, and I decided to do a small review slash unwrapping slash showcasing of my small plushie collection. As I said in I think a few videos in the past, I don't have a particularly large plushie collection, but I do have some, and at the request of a couple of viewers, I have decided to show you these such said plushies. So, as you see, there's not just fur and softness in this table, there's also a lot of plastic, and that is because it's a thing of mine. I like to keep my plushies in their plastic bags, their original plastic wrappings, because I just hate it, and it's a pet peeve of mine when I see plushies with all that a fine layer of dust on them, with all that dust from outside the street, or like dead skin cells and other awesome stuff on them. Anyway, so that's the reason why. But today, just for you guys, I've decided to let them out of that plastic and actually show you some of these without all this annoying loud plastic. So let's get to it. And I have a few monsters that I've accumulated over a few months. So I was expecting a package with a few plushies, and that actually came earlier than expected. And so I decided, hey, why not? So let's go. We're gonna look at the Rathalos first, and I'm gonna try to do my best to fit them in the screen perfectly. So let's get them out of this plastic first, and I know it gets kind of loud, but I guess that's kind of part of the process. It's okay. So alright, here is the Rathalos Plushie, and this was recently re-released. This I guess Capcom restocked on these, because as this is not a new plushie, this has been out for a while. So this is the Rathalos Plushie in all its red furriness. So I really like the material that they use on these. I'm not exactly sure. I think it might be polyester, or whatever this thing is called. But it's nice and soft. It's definitely well made, I can say. As you can see, all the stitching is done nicely. As I've shown you, I think, yeah, I showed you the tails, my monster tails, and it's pretty much the same material and same build. They use the same, you know, the same like what can you say? The same thread, I guess. But anyway, it's they're really nice plushies. They're really nice and cuddly, and they have nice details. As you can see, you got little teeth here, little mouth for Rathalos. And I like the style that they kept these in. It's very cartoony. They have the really large head with the tiny little body and the chicken wings here. Look like chicken wings. And the little claws. So it's very well made, and it's very well detailed, I gotta say. So look at the cute little feet there. Don't you just want to grab them and play with them all day long? But there is Rathalos. He has a weird hole in the back of his head, but oh well. And so that's the Rathalos. So pretty nice plushie and pretty cuddly, as all of these are. So let's move on, and we have his female counterpart, his girlfriend here, his partner, Rhydian. And she also has a weird hole in her jaw and weird hole in the back of her head. But it's okay. So this is Rhydian. As you can see, this green is really bright. The camera is picking it up really, really bright. So here we have the little beard here that Rhydian usually has. And you can see the details, the nice details on the claws, on the wings. They feel very, very sturdy. They're definitely well made. And again, really nice, soft material on them. So that's the nice thing about these. They look like really nice, really good, well made plushies. So this is Rhydian. Look at that cute face, and it's very, of course, exactly like Rathalos, just a few differences, and the eyes and the, you know, the colors and whatnot. So that's Rathalos and Rhydian. So let's move on, and why don't we bring in a fairly recent monster, Lagiacrus. In my mind, he's still kind of a new monster as he was introduced in Tri. So actually, this is one of the plushies that I was looking forward to. I really wanted to get this one because I really like the Lagiacrus plushie. And so it hasn't disappointed me. It's a really nice plushie. I really love the color that they gave it. Again, it's very stylized, very minimal, very cartoony, which I like. It's a very nice style for plushies. You know, unlike the tails, they're a little more realistic, but they're still, you know, they're still soft and round like plushies. So these are all really nice and round and soft, and they have nice details. You have the little spikes here on his back, the little tail detail here. His little horns are also, they're very well stitched on there. They're nice and tight. So they have a really nice support, so they don't kind of just fall over. They're you know, they stand up like horns should, and a little detail here. And I like the face too. Like I said, I like how very stylized these are. So really nice color on this particular plushie. I like the combination of the orange on the horns and the blue on his skin. So nice plushie overall. So we're gonna continue, and we're gonna get Dark Jinoga here, as I guess we have an official name for this guy now, which I cannot recall as at this moment. So we're just gonna keep calling him Dark Jinoga. Oh, I think his official name in English is Zinogre or whatever, but I kind of like Jinoga. He looks like a Jinoga to me. He looks like a Dark Jinoga. So again, really nice detail on this guy. And of course, as you know, this is the subspecies in Monster Hunter Tri-G in Japan, or Monster Hunter Ultimate 3 Ultimate, or Tri-Ultimate as it is known here in the West. And we're gonna get to battle this guy, which is gonna be epic. So he's gonna make a really good battle, I can already tell. So pretty cool plushie. It's got all the you know, nice details from the monster. It's got the eyes and this little thing there on the nose, little teeth here, horns, and nice details on the back. Again, nice material, nice and solid. So for a pretty crazy monster, he looks pretty cute. So let's actually, while we're on the subject, let's look at regular Jinoga and see what he's all about. And let's compare these two. I guess mostly in color, as the shape and everything else should be pretty much the same. But I am wrong, actually. So you see this one has a little detail here, that red detail. This one does not have it. So he is just a regular Jinoga. As we all have known him for years in Portable Third and now in Tri-G. So there he is. Nice horns there. Nice detail throughout the plushie. Nice things on the back here. And again, these feel very solid. They don't feel like they're about to fall apart or anything. So really nice cute feet here. Nice colors overall. So it looks like a cute cuddly version of Jinoga. So nothing wrong there. No complaints. And nice set of plushies. So I like having the pair too. And you know, I like the Rathalos and the Rhydian. I like having pairs. So let's move on and look at Helios. So I know I just unboxed a figure, the creator's model figure for you guys, and so now here's the plushie. And yes, pretty cool plushie, but he has this weird thing on top of his head there, that little torpedo coming out of its head. So pretty good plushie. Nice color on him too. That's the Helios color. And The acid, or the slime actually, sorry, my light just tried to go out. There we go. It came back. Sorry about that. So, some technical difficulties here in the Battlescar studio. So here, I want to show you the slime, or whatever that acid is that he secretes from his forehead and paws, or claws. So it's actually like a plastic material. So it feels very, very durable. Again, it doesn't feel like a cheap material, so it's nice. Same thing with his little paws, little plastic material, and you know, not a lot of detail on him in terms of colors, as you know, he's a very just simple monster. He's very humble. Not a lot of flashy colors on him, but except for that green slime. But it's a nice plushie overall, and we have the cute plushie Brachydios tail. One thing I haven't shown you guys is the little tags on these. They come with like the logo of the monster that you see when you go on and try to take on that particular quest. So here is the Brachydios logo, and a nice, you got a nice name there, Monster Hunter logo on top, and just Japanese text, I guess, explaining what they're made of and blah blah blah. So these have nice tags, and of course I intend on leaving the tags on them. So let's move on. Here we have Cougar now, and Cougar also makes for a pretty nice plushie. You can see him there, and he's also really well made. There's his logo from Portable Third, as I remember it, and he's got really nice detail on him. I like his little flaps that he has on top of his eyes from the game. So these are really nicely made. Feel very, very good in your hands. Very soft. Nice detail on the nose there, the eyes, everything is there. And this is actually a really cute plushie. It's one of my favorite in the series. So it's a really awesome little plushie. I really like the big head and the tiny little body that they used on these guys. So this one's particularly cute. So there goes the Cougar plushie, and these are a fairly good size. You can see them comparing them to my hand. You know, pretty good size for plushies. You know, overall, really nice. Let's move on. We're almost done here. We have but a couple of plushies left. Here we have actually a new release in the plushie series. The Rathalos subspecies, the blue Rathalos, the Azuri Rathalos. So the color I think is a little off, but it's okay. It's a plushie, so you gotta keep the soft colors going. Nice pastel colors, I guess. But as you guys know, the Azuri Rathalos is much darker than this. But hey, we're not nitpicking here. So nice color on them, even though it's not really, to me, it's not really true to the game. But a nice detail on him. He's exactly like the Rathalos, except different color, same amount of details everywhere. You know, pretty much same build. It's pretty much exactly the same plushie with a color makeover. And so that's you know, pretty nice overall. Nice plushie. So I'm glad I have this one as well. And I went and got his female counterpart, the Pink Raddion, as well. And as you might expect, exactly like the regular Rhydian plushie, it's at pink. And you can't go wrong with pink. So this one looks a lot more true to the game. I mean, the color. I mean, I shouldn't say true to the game, because obviously these plushies are not attempting to look like the game. They're not going for realism. So scratch that. I guess the colors are just a little funny, but like I said, these are not like the creators' model statues that are trying to realistically portray these monsters. These are just cute, cuddly plushies. So I'm gonna give them a break. Who cares if the colors are a little off? These are awesome plushies. So there, I said it. Right? Alright, move on. And I saved the best for last. And this This is very personal, of course, as Deviljho is pretty much my favorite monster, one of my favorite monsters I should say, because I know that we're gonna have new monsters now with Monster Hunter 4 coming out, and I'm sure I'm really gonna like monsters in Ultimate, like the Dark Naga and the rare species like Lagiacrus. Not to mention the gen subspecies, the Crystal gen. So I'm sure I'm gonna like a lot of monsters, but Deviljho has a special place in my heart. I love my Deviljho figure builder figure that I have, and now I have a plushie of him. And this was my most anticipated plushie. This was just released a few weeks ago, and he's looking awesome, I gotta say. Really nice. He's a little bigger actually than most plushies. Naga and him I think are the biggest just because they're so bulky. And of course he's got a, his head is a little smaller than compared to other plushies, but his body is a lot bigger, and of course he's a really huge monster, so his plushie kind of reflects that. But I really like the neon green that they gave him. Of course it's not really close to the game, but we've already established that it doesn't matter, so it's okay. But I gotta say I'm really happy with this plushie just because I'm biased towards Deviljho. I like him a lot, so I'm biased. I love this plushie, and makes me hope that they release more Deviljho merchandise. I really want to see more Deviljho figures. I don't know if we'll ever get a creator's model, as he's not a flagship monster, but I'm crossing my fingers to hopefully maybe see one, or maybe not a creator's model, but maybe just a bigger figure. And I actually there's a post on one of the websites that I import from, and it seems that there's gonna be a Deviljho ecology figure, like like the ecology series that I did. So hopefully hopefully we get one. So as you know, ecology figures are a little bigger and a little more detailed than your figure builders, but still it would be nice to have one of those. And but for now, pretty nice figure. I love the little hands here. As you know, Deviljho barely has any hands, any arms on them. So these are tiny little hands here, and I love that little detail. So you see this tiny hands on the side there. It's big old legs, it's big old tail, big old torso. There's a nice detail here of a little scar that he has, just like in the game, and his big old iconic jaw, of course, and those fearsome teeth. So favorite detail, I guess, is the little arms. They're so cute. So awesome little figure, and that is my collection of plushies, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and please feel free to comment again. I like it when you guys comment, so give me any feedback. And so again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more reviews and unboxings on my channel. So until then, see you later.